right, welcome back, guys. Today we're going to cover SquareSpace, which is a website editing platform, I guess, essentially. So if you're trying to dabble in website and website editing, you might want to watch this SquareSpace video to give you a brief overview of what you need to know. So let me share SquareSpace. Okay. So this is what SquareSpace looks like on the inside. When you go to the dashboard, you'll see all the websites that someone has open, which is quite a lot for this person. So this is the website that we're going to go into, and I will dabble around in for you guys to see how Squarespace works. Before we go into it, you can click over to domains and see the active domains. Domains can be purchased directly through Squarespace. So you can get a new domain here and it will add it to the list, and it's super intuitive and easy to connect the domain with one of your websites. Okay. There's also account settings if you need to make any changes to notifications, things like that. But without further ado, let's just go right into this website. And it's gonna pop up in a minute here. And what this is, it's taking us to the editing version of the website. So essentially the back end where we can make all the changes we want to the website. On the left-hand side here, you're gonna see the menu. On the right, it's gonna load the website. So we have the overall website. We can see all of our pages. We can see the design features, so the logo and title, template. So we are actually going to change the logo. Oh, it looks like this is a PNG. So yeah, so let's not change the logo right now, but if we wanted to, we could just replace it here and upload a new PNG. And then, you know, any other details that you want to change of the main website layout. We can see all our assets, which is generally like files, images, things like that. Products and services, if it is a products or service-based business, this is where you would have those items. So products would be anything that is being sold. Orders, you can see previous orders, any discounts, selling tools, all that good fun stuff. Content and membership, if it is a membership-based platform or content-driven, and you want a member site where you're selling courses and things like that, you can do that on Squarespace as well. So you can see your previous orders, your products, which would essentially be your courses. So you could create a member site, create courses, things like that. Any discounts that you offer. There's tons of things you can do inside Squarespace. There's a scheduling feature, which it works with Acuity scheduling, and she already has this connected, so we're not going to mess with this, but it's essentially that calendar. We'll go over Acuity in a separate video, but yes, you have a scheduling feature, an invoicing feature where you can send invoices to clients directly through Squarespace. There's actually an email campaign feature, which I generally don't recommend using from a website platform, but it is here if a client uses it. It's super intuitive. They have great, I know this Squarespace has great templates, like super modern, sleek looking templates. You can just pick any of them, customize it, send it out. Okay, contacts is essentially like a CRM. So anybody that fills out a form on the website, anybody that fills out the newsletter thing on the website, they all come into your contacts here. And then this list can be downloaded and exported to something else, for example, using Zapier, or you can send email campaigns directly with this to your contacts. There's also an analytics tab where you can see kind of the traffic flow and things like that on your website, engagement, sales, all that good. And then a finance tab where you can see your orders, payments, things like that. We're really going to focus on the website. So you can actually pick a page. Okay, let's pick a blog. Let's just do this the old-fashioned way. So we're just going to go into blog. Okay. And then we want to edit this page, complete the whole page. So we're just gonna make this large. Actually, that's not the way. Edit. Okay, so we don't want this anymore. So we're just gonna delete it. Confirm. Yes. We don't want this one. Oops. Backtrack. We want to edit this one as well, for example. And you can see in here, like you can edit the title, the image, the text. There's options, there's SEO, social, share, all the good things, right? But we don't actually want this anymore for this client, so we're just going to delete it. And then give it a minute to go away, hopefully. Now it did. Okay. Let's say we want to change this page, online offerings. We want to change it to like a completely different page. So we are going to go in here, click settings, and then we can change this to, let's say she does meditation. Okay. Meditation. I should probably capitalize this one too. Okay, I wrote that wrong. Meditation. Okay, perfect. And then always make sure you change your slug. Okay, enable page, no password, none of that. SEO, we will change this at some other time, but you can go in here and change like the title, the description, all of that good stuff. SEO is super important for where you rank in Google. Always make sure you have SEO for every single page and image. And if you have a blog, follow all the rules to have great SEO on your blog. Okay, so we went ahead and changed this to yoga, massage, meditation. So now, as you can see, it went ahead and updated. None of the page details have changed, but those are going to change as we make edits to it, right? So we could like go to the contact page and change things around here. So let's see how we can change this one. So this, wonder if, is this an image? Yes, it is. Okay. Can't do much with an image. Here, I know this client specifically asked if we can somehow on your side choose between your different layouts. So if this can be updated, so we'll have to figure out why this doesn't update, right? Because these are old images and they should update. So you can do learn more and investigate into that. So there's just so much you can do inside Squarespace. You can create new, let me see, cancel, create new pieces to the site. So if we are on the, let's go to the massage site, for example. Oh, no, let's go to the meditation site. Okay, so we have this first piece, we have this piece. Actually, massage is better. Let's do this one. We have this piece, this piece. Let's say we want to get rid of this. Okay, so I'm going to edit this section and then I'm just going to like delete this whole thing. Okay, remove this block. And now that section's gone. And you just click save. And that's how easy it is to edit Squarespace. Like, it is so intuitive. You can just add, drop, delete, move around. Like, it's really easy to use platform. That's really all that there is to Squarespace. The more you play around with it, the easier it gets. Just be sure that whenever you, essentially this left-hand side is your kind of menu of where things are. So if you click meditation or if you click about, it will take you to the about page, right? And then from here you can make edits on whatever you want to change. Just be sure, like each section, you'll just click edit, make changes, and then save it. Same here, edit, make changes, and then save it, right? So if she wants this photo up here, for example, we could do that. We could click on this photo, edit it, replace it, select from library. We're gonna find the other photo. Here it is. This one, add, and it's going to replace the photo. Okay, that's how easy it is, and we'll just click save, and ta-da, the photo's changed. So easy to use Squarespace. My recommendation for you is to go in, make an account, play around with it, or if you love learning while also getting paid to learn, accept a client that has Squarespace. You can use this video for guidance. You can play around with it. It is super easy to use. You can always ask in the forums if you have specific tech questions. We're there to support you. But for right now, if you have any questions specific to Squarespace, comment them below, and I will get them answered for you. And then like and follow, and I will see you guys on the next video.